What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Round 4 Showdown show here from Run Pure Sports. We got Kurt with me here. We finally got this tournament back on schedule here. I mean, it was kind of a pretty wild first 2 days here with the tournament, with the frost delay and everything. Some pretty big advantages kind of happened first couple of days. You see a lot of the guys on the top of the leaderboard went out late day one. That's kind of interesting there. I'll bring in my guy Kurt. What's going on, Kurt? You got any solid teams heading into Sunday? Got any sweats brewing or anything? What do you got going on over there?
Actually, not really. I'm just going to try to not lose much tomorrow. That's the goal. I don't have any great teams. Like, my best teams all had guys who missed the cut, so it's like it's how it worked out. Like, in my teams that got 6 out of 6 don't really have that great a juice. So one of those weeks. Still love the event. Still excited for tomorrow, especially with this leaderboard. So it'll all be all right. Tomorrow's gonna be a great day.
Absolutely. I mean, I love this course. I love the stretch down the end. You got 15, 16, 17, and then 18 as well. A lot of risk-reward spots there. A lot of pressure-packed shots there, especially on 16. It was good to see them finally get through so we could actually have a show for this event. I mean, we missed out the last 2 shows. The playbook has been tough to do as we've been like scrambling there at the end, especially today, trying to find out what the cut was even going to be. It was even or +1. It was kind of going back and forth. Didn't know who was all going to make it there. But now we're finally settled in. I think we can make a really good run at this for round 4. We're going to win some giblets right before we get into the Super Bowl. Then we got the main course there at the Super Bowl tomorrow night. So looking forward to that. Kurt, who you got winning the Super Bowl tomorrow?
Got Chiefs, man. Experience over everything, bro. Mahomes over everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to go over to AP's, I think, and watch the game. So I'll probably be rooting for the Chiefs as well. Hopefully it's a good game. I think it will be. So be interesting with that. If you didn't notice earlier, the guys had a Print Factory show for the Super Bowl earlier. ODB was in there. ODB still deep in that poker tournament. So hopefully he can ship that. Big T, JSU, and Dunkel were on there too, breaking everything down from a betting and DFS perspective. So make sure to go and check out that show before you build your teams tomorrow. But let's jump into this PGA round 4 here, Kurt. Let's do like we usually do. Let's go from the leaderboard aspect. Let's look at these first top guys here. We've got Scotty the Kid. He's got a 2-shot lead. He didn't really play the best golf today. He gave a bogey away at one of the easiest holes on the track there. The hole 13 there, he bogeyed that par 5, which is kind of hurtful. Still has a 2-shot lead heading into the weekend. Here we've got Rahm, Nick Taylor, Hadwin, and Spieth right below him, within 2 to 3 shots here. How are you looking to target this top of the leaderboard? We've got one value guy here, and then 2 guys over 10K, and a couple in that mid-range here.
Yeah, so just from the 10 under and up, I'm going Scotty and Jordan are only 2 right here. Scotty, I'm not going to play him in like the large field stuff, but single entries cash. He's like through the event, he's not really gaining with the short stick. He's just literally dialed in on like everything else. Like, he's just ball striking the hell out of it this week. It's like last year Scotty's back. He just loves this event. I mean, how do you not just take him in cash and single entry stuff? And then if God forbid if he gains a stroke or 2 with the putter tomorrow, holy shit.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, though. You remember last year, he did it all with the putter and like lost strokes approach. And this year, he's doing it with the irons. And that putter could come alive, like you're saying.
Exactly. So that's why I'm going. Just 2 up here, him and Jordan.
Absolutely there. I like Scotty as well. I think I'm going to play him on my main team still, though. I think he's a guy that can go out there, and I think he's going to shoot 4 or 5 under par tomorrow. I mean, we really didn't see many low scores out there besides Sam Burns at 7 under. We had quite a few 3s and 4s and a couple 5s, but I think if Scotty can post 60, 67 tomorrow, shoot 4 under, I think that'll be enough. Unless we know what John Rahm can do, though, coming back, what he did to Morikawa there at the TOC, shooting like 11 under after the first hole there, after bogeying the first hole. So he's definitely got the firepower to catch up to him. Nick Taylor is an interesting guy here. I think he's going to be probably the highest owned guy on this slate here, 7,500. He's up there at top of the leaderboard. People love to jam those guys in there. I was kind of digging through what he'd been doing round 4. I just pulled it up. 5 of the last 6 events, he shot sub 70 on Sunday. So that's interesting. That's going to be kind of tough to get away from that. If you're going to play him and Scotty, I mean, you got to do some pretty crazy things, I think, to get different there. Because I think that's going to be, I think people are even going to go Scotty, Rahm, Taylor. I think that's going to be a huge starting point for the majority of the people. So you got to, I would only play 2 of those people at max. I would not want to jam all 3 of those together, but thought that was kind of interesting there. And I think I'm going to be off of Spieth, though, tomorrow. We've seen him kind of melt down in these situations.
It's a risky play, and like I'm gonna say I don't feel great about it, but I feel like everyone's gonna feel that same way. So that's kind of why I'm leaning into it a little bit. I have to agree, it's scary.
Great price tag for him, though, only at 8.8. I think that's a really, really strong price tag there for him. So I definitely get that. I think Hadwin's the guy that kind of gets overlooked with that price tag, 8.4 now. I think he's the guy that kind of gets overlooked. I think people are going to try and just pay that extra $400 for Spieth, and then you got Jason Day and Hatton below him. We'll get into this 9K range here now. This 9K range is pretty stacked as well. You got Xander, Sungjae, Big Rick, Mr. Flowers there. You got Terrell Hatton and Jason Day out there. Some like mid-range options here at the -9 range. What are you looking to do? What stands out to you here the most with these guys? I have one that I really like for tomorrow. I'll let you go first, though.
So my toughest decision tomorrow is going to be Xander versus M. I want to pick one in this range because I really like Hatton and Finau down here. So I'm going to have to pick one. Right now I'm leaning towards Xander. It just depends how the money shakes out. I might need that extra 700 with M. So I definitely want one of those two. Actually not going to be on Day or Fowler. I won't hate anyone for going there, but I'm going to go to Hatton and Tony Finau. I think Tony can push a low round. He went crazy on the weekend last week, 9,500. So I feel like no one wants to pay that. They'll just go up at everyone else. And then, man, I don't know. Sam Burns at 8K is, that's tempting. I don't like to go back to a guy who just shot 7 under though. So I think I'm actually going to be off Burns, and I'll play Mr. Ham instead, which is absolutely insane. There's only $300 difference, but it's one day. I just need Wyndham Clark to be better than Sam Burns for one day. That's all I need. Johnny Vegas 7.6. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. I think I'll go lower. Someone that's going to be climbing a little bit more. So I'll pass on you because I'm not playing Charlie Hoffman.
Yeah, for sure. I really like Terrell Hatton tomorrow. I think that's a really good price tag for him under 8K. He had a couple holes where he really bad putting, but he putted really good round 2. Round 1 was solid putting. Today he struggled with the flat stick, so I think he can kind of regain form there with the putter tomorrow. I think the putter could pick up. He's been known to battle strong in these very loaded fields, these big-time events, so I really like Terrell Hatton as a value play for me tomorrow. Ricky Fowler, I have him on one of my better main slate teams, so I'm going to hope that he can come through there. I always worry about him, at least back in the day. I always used to worry about Fowler on Sundays. Numerous times he kind of gave it away, but he does have great course history here. Has won this event, should have won it. Another time he lost to Hideki, I think back in 2016 in that playoff. So I love the course history here with Fowler. He's finally starting to play better, so may actually have to start calling him by his name if he can get a top 5 here and finish inside the top 5 or 3. So like that. Xander's an interesting guy. Xander was cruising along today, was tied for the lead, and then the wheels just fell off at the end. Well, he opened the round with a double, goes double on the hole 2, and then goes birdie, birdie, birdie to get that all back. 3-hole streak. He was playing really good through in hole 15, that par 5, he bogeys. And then I think he 3-putted on 16 to bogey again and just kind of lost all the steam there. So I think he's an interesting bounce back guy. Sungjae definitely is a solid option there. Johnny Vegas is another value I'm just going to continue to play. I was very overweight on him main slate. He's got very good upside here. He made 6 birdies today. He did have a couple bogeys in there mixed in, but I really like his upside for that price tag. So I'm going to be over on Johnny. I think I'm going to be off of Hoffman there, though. I think he's a value that's going to get steamed up a lot. Pretty much did everything with the putter today. Gained over 3 strokes putting today. So I think that's the pivot, or that's the fade for me up here in this top tier range. You were off of Hoffman too, right?
Yeah, no Hoffman for me.
Yeah, I like that fade. I think that's an easy cross off there. At 6'6", he's gonna be one of one of the easier first clicks. I mean, if you go Scotty, Rahm, Taylor, Hoffman, I haven't plugged that in, but you've got to have probably 8K left, I guess. I'm saying somewhere around that for your last two guys. So I think that's going to be a common build that many people go to, especially in cash games and such. What are you doing with Finau here? Did you hit on him?
Yeah, he's actually. I'm going to be playing him. I think I like what he saw. I like what he did last weekend, so I think he can kind of replicate that. I think he's going to be pin hunting. So give me some Tony Finau tomorrow. I don't think people will use their money up top. They won't really be going too much to Tony Finau.
I was looking at him as well too. He gained 2 strokes approach today and lost a stroke with the putter. So I like that Finau call there. I'm going to be off of Burns as well. I just never play those guys that have like an outlier performance there. Shot 7 under today. But it was all the way across the board. He gained over 2 strokes approach, or over 2 strokes off the tee, over 2 strokes with the putter. The approach was good. I mean, that's a guy that can definitely burn you if you fade him. But I think I'm going to be off of him at 8K there as well. Let's hit on some of these guys here from this -7 range. There's 4 guys here. They're all kind of values too, except for JT, which JT's an interesting tournament play there at 9-2, but you got Dylan Fratelli at 6'4", Sam Ryder 7'6", and Taylor Moore 7'5". Some other good values here. I think Taylor Moore would be the guy I would look to here mainly. Maybe some Fratelli at 6'4". I think that's a really good price tag. What are you leaning towards here? I did see Fratelli had an eagle today and 4 other birdies as well with a couple bogeys mixed in, which good upside there.
Yeah, so I'm going to be off, but I will go right back to Taylor Moore. Just like I said, Tony Finau was good on the last weekend. So was Taylor Moore, was good to me. I had a lot of Johnny Vegas today. And I don't mind going back there, but instead I'm actually going to be a lot higher on Stallings. I feel like he's got good upside. He's been gaining ball striking like hell. Putter hasn't been great. I think that kind of comes to fruition tomorrow. I think he puts great. I think he's like a 5 or 6 under. And I like to pivot off of Vegas. I think Vegas is safer, but because I think his displacement points are a little more comfortable. But I'm going with our boy Scott Stallings, who was good to us at the end of last year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of skipping a lot of – I don't like Sam Ryder. I kind of start need to get into where I'm like the value I'm playing. That's going to be Mr. Chesson Hadley, a.k.a. Hoot's playing partner when they played in Detroit. 6,300. And let's see. I just had his stats up here. So I know he shoots good on Sundays. He's got a good Sunday history. He's 6,300. He's the only value I've gotten to so far. This is my highest value. And, well, shit. I had it up here. Come on. Okay. Well, there it is. Okay. Yeah, right there. So he did game with the putter, but I'm still playing because he's 6,300, and I like the chance of placement points. Shoot 2 under for me. I think that'll do the job. Going right back to Tom Kim, 9.1. Like I said, I don't think people want to go down that far, but I like the kids' upside, and, I got to play my agents. That's just me. 8-2 for Thigala. I'm kind of going to put in the same bucket as Burns, except today Thigala didn't shoot 8 under. He only shot 3 under. I still think he has that type of upside, so I will have Thigala in my bucket. And then that takes me to Webb Simpson. I will play some Webb. I'm a sucker for Webb. And I'll let you take it over because that's down to – it's down to T28.
Yeah, I like that the Chesson Hadley call there. He is a pretty good Sunday player there. He's had quite a few rounds, good rounds there in the low 60s there. The pressure's not going to be on him there. He does have good course history here too. He made 4 of his last 5 cuts here and finished inside the top 20 in 2 of them, including a 5th place finish in 2018. So I like that Hadley call there. That's a really good value, I think, there. What's he at? Yeah, 6'3". Yeah, I really like that play there. I'm probably going to be off Homa. I can't spend that for him. I do like Hideki tomorrow. I'm going to play some of him. 8-7. I'm pulling up his deal here. He played really bad yesterday, or what was that? It was first day 1. Yeah, he was in that bad weather draw. Day 1, shot 3 under. He's been battling back the last 2 days. Shot 68. And then today he shoots bogey-free 67, 4 under. Kind of started off slow. Shot just made par on every hole on the front 9, but on the back 9, picked it up, made 4 birdies coming in. So I really like the Hideki call for tournaments at 8-7. I'm going to be on him. Keegan Bradley's always in play for showdowns, like I always say. Scott Stallings is another guy that I like to look at on the weekends when there's no pressure on him. He's a guy that can fire some low rounds out there. So I think he's going to make the player pool for sure. Seamus Power, I don't know if I'll get there or not. I wasn't really on him on the main slate, and today he just barely made the cut on the number there, and today he goes out there and shoots 5 under, so I'll probably be off of him tomorrow there. Some of these other guys, did you have anything on JT there at -7 at 9,200? I think he's an interesting tournament play. I don't think many people are going to go there. If you want to play like Scotty and Nick Taylor, I think you go down here to Justin Thomas to kind of even things out there. I think that's an interesting build. Like we've seen JT go out there on Sundays and fire like a 63 or a 64 or something like that.
Yeah, him being your third guy in is just super strong. And I like what you just said. If you play that if you go that super chalky start, I think Justin Thomas is a great third option right there. I think I will have him in like some MME type stuff for sure.
Yeah, I like that for sure as well. Kind of coming down here a little more. I'm probably going to be off of Sahith. I'm not going to pay that price tag. I wasn't on him on the main slate. Adam Long, their hoops guy, 3 under at 6,200. He's another one of those punts you can throw in there if you want to kind of go stars and scrubs here. He made the cut on the number as well. Today he goes out there and makes 3 birdies and an eagle and a couple bogeys, which he's been trending pretty good there. He shot even par. Did have that double closing out the first round. He was gaining some steam there. I think Adam Long's an interesting punt play for tomorrow. Tom Kim was a guy I was kind of on today. I had him in one of my tournament builds today. Didn't really do much today, but he's a guy that can go out there, post a low one. I'm probably going to be off Rory. I think Rory just kind of mails it in here. He's going to get ready for next week when Tiger comes back. So I won't have Rory in my player pool there. Hovland's another guy I'm probably not going to play. I was surprised he didn't do better today. He started off with an early birdie there on 3 and then just couldn't get anything going. He actually scored decent birdie-wise, made 5 birdies and 5 bogeys though as well. So that's the upside there with Hovland. Probably won't get to him. There's really not too much I like down here. I guess we haven't really hit on the wind. Let me pull the wind up quick because I thought I seen there was going to be a decent advantage for like even these leaders to even pull away a little further. Like we had seen it be windy more so in the morning. Yeah, I just pulled it up here and I'm seeing on here on Windfinder, it's going to be 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained throughout the morning with gusts possibly hitting 30 miles an hour. And then once you hit that 1 o'clock time slot again, the winds go down to 7 to 10 miles an hour sustained with gusts right around 15 miles an hour. So I think that's just only going to furthermore put these leaders in a better position here. So any thoughts on the weather from you there as I just pulled that up?
Yeah, so usually I like to kind of have at least one guy that's way down to make a late charge, but with the wind and stuff, it doesn't feel great. A couple more values out there. I don't like this course fit for Taylor Pendrith. But 6,800, just give me one day on one course.
That's a good price tag.
Yeah, like it's just I'm gonna have a couple shares. I just think even if it's not a good course fit, for one round he can do it at 6,800. Love the Adam Long call. He's probably tied with Pendrith, my second favorite value down here. And then lowest I'm gonna go because I am kind of worried about the wind is probably Hayden Buckley 7,400. Been on him all week. Just gonna continue to ride it.
I think James Hahn is another guy that if you want to like punt off a spot there at 6'4", he's a guy with really strong course history here. He's made the last 4 of his last 5 cuts here, with 3 of them being inside the top 25. So I think he's a guy that could make a charge for maybe a top 15 or something here. He's a few back from that, but it wouldn't surprise me there. I think he's another just a punt option down there. Any thought from Mr. Hahn from you?
I'm worried about he's losing on approach this 20, but damn it, I mean he's Asian, so you might just talk about into it.
Yeah,
he's doing a lot with the putter, but I mean it's not like he's known as a ball striking guy. So it's 6,400 for one round, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Yeah,
he had a pretty bad iron day out there today. Lost 1.7 strokes with the approach, but had been hitting it all right the first 2 days. So not sure there. Let's come down here to the bottom of the board. Is there anything that's kind of sticking out to you here? Also, if you haven't hit the like or subscribe, make sure and hit the like and subscribe. That really helps us out a lot. It helps bring these free shows to you guys. So make sure and hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Kurt, anything else for you down here from like -1 and all the way down? There's not too many guys here. There was a few that shot over par today, like Matt Fitzpatrick. He didn't have a good day. Grayson Sig, Mr. Harmon. I need Mr. Harmon and Mr. Mitchell to kind of pick it up for me tomorrow. It was kind of hurtful to see them out there today. Have them in a decent amount of teams.
Yeah, so I will throw a couple darts down here for like some large field stuff. Kurt Kitayama, it's just on brand. So, I mean, the guy can push a low round, 7,200. Come on, man. Actually, I don't think he has like the highest upside, but I'm going to play him because it's an Asian and he's named Kurt. But Lucas Herbert actually does well on these round 4s. I don't like these starting late, but for like large field stuff, I will actually have some Lucas Herbert tomorrow. I had his stats pulled up too. Let me see what we got here. Now I'm just typing the name today. Ah, dang, he's losing on the approach for the event too. Okay, so yeah.
But today was just mainly the short game. He lost over a stroke around the green, over 1.6 strokes with the putter. Actually, was pretty much a 0 at approach today, but the short game really held him back today.
God, round 2 he lost
out bogey.
2 strokes. Oh my God, he's not had one day where he's gained on approach. Yeah, I'm good on Mr. Herbert. Damn, man. Yeah, so there's no really. I mean, the guys down here like aren't even like really giving us a reason to play him. The win's a factor, so
I think Cameron Young, it's a big name down there, but I don't think he's gonna really put much into it tomorrow. I think he's just gonna kind of mail it in. I think some of these guys are gonna mail it in and just kind of be on to the next week. Is my fears with them. But I know that Harmon and Mitchell, they have some upside, but I just don't think I can get to them in Showdown, though. Can you?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I just none of these guys feel great. Usually, I'm the one to take these guys way down here and just give me a late charge. Like I have balls of steel. I do it. I promise. But it's not the tournament for it, man. Like look at the leaderboard, look at the win, look at everything. You can get stuff just a little bit higher that we talked about,
yeah,
like Adam Long, Buckley, Pendrith. I'll take shots on those guys instead.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit this pretty well. Broke it down pretty good. Who's your winner tomorrow, Kurt? Let's give the guys a winner from you, outright winner, and then give them your favorite overall play for tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go obvious because I really do think Scotty runs away with this thing. So let me go a little dark horse. I know you didn't like him, but look at Jordan Spieth. Maybe he finds some magic beans tomorrow and posts a nut round. And I mean, everyone will be like, what the hell? But I mean, would you really be that surprised? It's Jordan Spieth. He can have one round where he just goes nuts and wins it. He's not in Texas, but damn it, he can do it in Arizona, wherever the fuck. Yeah, Arizona. Favorite play? I'm going to go Scott Stallings. I'm really loving Scott Stallings tomorrow. 7,600. Like you said, I don't like him when the pressure's on. He's up top. Dude just choked like 2 or 3 times into last year. But down here, he can just pin 6 the whole time. I love Scott Stallings down here, 7,600.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with dark horse to win the event. Actually, I'm gonna double down on it. Just pulled up his round 4 stats. I'm gonna go with Tyrrell Hatton as my winner, long shot, and favorite play of the tournament. His last 6 round 4s, he's went 67, 66, 69, 68, 67. So I like Mr. Hatton to come from the back and make a strong charge here. If he goes out and birdies 4 of the first 5 holes, he's going to be right there on Scotty's heels and Rom's heels, and I think it could make it interesting here. So I'm going to double down on Mr. Hatton at 7-9. I really like that price tag. I love his upside. He's a great round 4 player, so I really like Tyrrell Hatton for my dark horse to win the event. I do think Scotty's going to win it again, though. I really expect the putter to kind of pick up for Scotty more so tomorrow, so I'm with you there. But I think Mr. Hatton's a guy that can kind of sneak up. I may have to look at some live odds there, see what he's at to win the event tomorrow. Maybe place a very small wager on that. Put some piece of money on that or something there.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts for you, Kurt, here before we round this thing out?
I mean, I want to get off here so I can go bet Tyrrell Hatton. I want to bet him and Spieth now. I mean, because like you said, you can just throw like half a unit on these things, and you could give who gives a fuck about a half a unit? No one. You wipe your ass with a half a unit. Just throw it on there. Have some fun, man. Right before the Super Bowl. You know how great it would be to hit one of these long shots and go into the Super Bowl with all that cash?
Oh yeah, it'd be fun.
Woo!
We can really get the props going then for tomorrow.
Oh my God, I'd be betting fucking Gatorade cooler, all that bullshit, man.
So, yeah, I think we're going to have a great day tomorrow. We're going to watch the Waste Management and watch the Super Bowl. Hopefully it's a really good Super Bowl tomorrow, down to the wire. It'd be nice. See what happens. I know a lot of people are on the Eagles and the over. It sounds like that's where the majority of the public is landing there. I'm not sure who is my favorite guy or favorite team to win. I think it can go either way, but I just hope it's a higher scoring, fun, close game there. So anything else from you there, Kurt?
No, we got an action-packed day tomorrow. I'll have the college playbook out at noon if you guys want. I mean, it'll be right in between Super Bowl and golf locks. You got college basketball and then Super Bowl. Hey, you got to fill the time somewhere. Come check it out.
Oh, yeah. So I think that's about it there. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next week for the Genesis Invitational. Mr. Tiger Woods, Eldrick Woods will be back in the field. So that'll be fun. I think we're going to have another loaded field there with an elevated purse there. So for Kurt, for Snyder, that's going to do it for us tonight. We're out of here.